One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Volunteers will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Play action on first down. He's going to go for a big one. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Taylor wants to throw it. And he avoids the sack.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Irish send out the punt unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Shepard. Plows through the defense. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Hard running there. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Tough run here. It's Shepard. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tennessee!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Sees an alley. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
Quick give. It's Williams. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Smith. Snags it and he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. From the gun, it's Danzy. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like get the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Second and long here. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Vols will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Taylor wants to throw it. He's looking deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Going to the run, it's Coleman Williams. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just feeds the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Right side, it's Gilbert. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So first down here as they go back to work. Hits inside. It's Shepard. He's past the sticks. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Second down, gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Staley. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
A short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Shepard. Got the first down. It's a running route. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense?
He's loose on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Volunteers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Shepard. Shakes off the defender. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that could work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
On the move, it's Shepard. He breaks a tackle.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what...
Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The ball and ready to get moving. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Rush right in his face. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Offense gets set for second down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Williams. All over him immediately.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Holds on, it's Bettis. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Four wide receivers set, trips to the left on 2nd and 3. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Danzy. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the big fullback. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Hand off to the fullback. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. On the ground. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Irish! The extra point here would tie the game. Oh, they blocked the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Right side, it's Odom. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And the ball's in the hurry-up. Quick give. It's Shepard. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. In traffic, it's Cartwright. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 12 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Tigers looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Throws into the middle of the field. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Sells the run, looking to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Shepard. Breaks into the open. He's got enough. The 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might as well run him again. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
Taylor wants to throw. Still looking. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with him. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here is the Tennessee offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Under pressure. Escapes. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The give. Can't get him to the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. They're all over him. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. On the move. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Still on his feet at the 45. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. after that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. In the red area, it's Shepard. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Runs through the tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Hits inside, it's Shepard. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Look out! Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st. Smith with the grab over the middle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on 1st down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Straight ahead, it's Williams. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st down. That's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Complete to Williams over the middle.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Taylor wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. Avoids the punishment with the slide and a good gain on that run. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job of getting him to the ground.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right side, it's Danzy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll need a bunch on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Rush is on. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Keeping his eyes downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tennessee. A pick six.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Now wide right, it's Gilbert. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Notre Dame right back to the line. The run inside. It's Mobley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to go up top on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He rifles one deep down the middle. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Volunteers send out the punt unit.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Rush right in his face. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. From the gun, looking for a man. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.